जी नमस्ते, गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्ते Shamla Didi,
Good morning.
namaste, namaste all the colleagues for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the morning session.
जी नमस्ते सुनील जी. Namaste to everyone. Welcome. Yes, we can start.
Ji. So Shamla Didi, we have two sharing today. One by Amaresh Patil Bhaiya. Amaresh Bhaiya is also a very consistent volunteer of Universal Human Values. Bhaiya is from Kalburgi, Karnataka. Bhaiya is an associate professor in PDA College of Engineering in the Department of Civil Engineering. And he attended the UHP2 in June 2022, and he is attending the morning sessions from the fifth batch onwards. And he is a regional coordinator of the Southwestern region. And he is very active in many of the activities like offline FDPs, then activities in his institution, and the other regional activities in the region. So with this brief introduction, I welcome Amaresh Bhaiya for his sharing in this morning session. Bhaiya, over to you now. Thank you. So please stick on to the indicators and please be mindful of the time. Thank you.
Okay. Namaste, Sabiko. Namaste, Sharma Didi. Namaste to everyone. As Bhaiya just introduced me, myself, Amaresh Patil, who used to teach or is teaching still for PG students in PDA College of Engineering, Kalburgi, which is in northern part of Karnataka. I am 58 years old with wife Sudha, who is a housemaker, and two daughters, Shreya, doing her post-graduation in computer science, and Priya is thinking to seek admission for medical college or an architecture profession. Presently, we four are living in the new dwelling, which we recently constructed. Parents stay with my younger brother in the old house, where it is about 4 kilometers away from this house. There are other two brothers who are staying, one in UK and other in USA. Both are with their families, comfortable. And I have two sisters who are there in their in-laws, comfortably. My journey in UHV started by attending an introductory 5 days workshop, which was on online in February 2022. I found that something special that I'm hearing for myself, that if I'm working for within me, I am going to resolve my issues. So this was the core when I was able to connect to this content. The moment I got connected to this content, I was able to see how this content is helping me every now and then when I hear. Because once when I hear earlier, it could be my different understanding, and once I hear it later, I have another perception of the same content. So this was getting within me, and I kept on connected to this weekly meetings, and I done UHV2 online modes only. All those workshops that I had done for most of my initial periods, might be 1.5 years, 2 years, I was only connected to the online mode. And I was able to deepen my understanding with the content. So the content-wise information was there, but once when I'm joined to the morning session, I was aware how then I can bring it to this living part. Even as Sunil Bhai just said, I connected myself from the 5th batch onwards. Even whenever I used to share after the exercise 1 and 2, I used to tell that I am able to observe. But even now in 13th batch, after I had done with a lot of interest and with a lot of commitment, with understanding myself, I'm able to see how much I had traveled. What was there when I'm saying that I used to observe every moment. Sharmila Didi used to tell that, is it you are observing every moment? I was not able to understand what is that Didi is saying all about. But now I'm able to very clearly see how the content and the commitment of mine is helping me. So with this, I try to move to exercise 1. observing the self by the self. So this is one exercise which is trying to be aware of my imagination. If I'm not being able to observe my imagination, I flow with the thoughts most of the time. Every time I have a desire, like right now in my living, I'm able to see I have a desire that my daughter should get to a good profession where she is able to live her living with the way she has her own innateness. This has come up to me because this is something that I'm not used to have earlier. Before this proposal could have been there, I could have only thought of a profession which could get her name, fame, or money. Like uh, those were could be the desires and what other people are doing that could have been driving me. But now I am able to understand how I can help or guide my daughter in selecting that profession which may come to her. So where I was trying to help her with that understanding that even though I had, when I put those proposals to her to make herself comfortable in selecting that profession, uh, this is only because of this content. Otherwise, I could have only uh, gone with some of the desires, which sometimes could be this way. When people used to tell, okay, this profession is good, I could have told, okay, no, you need to do that. Or when I see something the others are doing, I could have told to kind, why not you do that? So this could be the way of helping the other earlier. But now I'm able to see why she should get into such profession where she is comfortable with herself. So that is helping me. And this awareness of mine is helping what is there as a desire, what is there as a thought, and what is there as an expectations. So this is clearly being seen in most of the time only when I am aware. And when I'm aware, I do not react. This is also been very clearly seen. But this decision of mine has to be there. Otherwise, what we do most of the time, or what I used to do, I used to flow with that thought that whatever is happening, I have to get it done somehow or the other. So I used to flow. But now when I'm seeing or observing, I'm able to clearly hold how this clarity helps me in solving the issues that are there in front of me. But when I still move further to the second step, is the feeling that you have at this moment is naturally acceptable. This is one which is trying to see the settler part of then the thoughts, because I know my thoughts are driven, or I'm able to see that the thoughts are driven by my feelings that I have right now. If my feelings are not in line with my natural acceptance, which is a guide for me to correct myself. So if I'm not asking that what is natural acceptable, then I am going to go with some of those desires which are not they're driven within. It will be driven from somewhere, some sensation outside or some precondition that I have right now. So this looking within and checking my feelings helps me. So that is what is there with the second step. Third step, if I'm able to check further that are you in harmony or happy with this feelings at this moment. If at all, if I am not able to see that harmony within, there will be some anxiety, something which is not natural to me. And I try to not guide my daughter or those moments, but try to impose something, try to tell that to do that, do this. So this could be my thought process most of the time, or trying to say that this is what is going to help you. And there, when I am trying to tell or impose, the exploration of other is not going to happen. She cannot hold herself with her innateness. This was there clearly been seen in this in the transaction that is happening recently in our house right now. Who decides the feeling that you have at this moment? This helps me further to strengthen that I have to look within. I have to check how every moment to moment the living is getting changed. If at all, if I am aware of what my feelings are, I am being guided most of the time to be in harmony. Otherwise, I do slip and react, and I that reaction within is shown facially, and my family members are very clear of reading my face and understanding that somewhere I'm disturbed. or I'm comfortable. This is all there happening in the family now. If I'm moving further to the fifth step, I'm able to see that on what basis did I decide this feeling. That is what is checking the source of imagination. So if this imagination is driven with precondition or sensation, I would drift because I am flowing with those thoughts. If at all, if I am there as an observer, looking my own self, then I am able to see that what is driven me. It is my natural acceptance, or it is something other than that. So which feelings are naturally acceptable to me? So I'm able to see clearly that the relationship, the harmony, and the coexistence is what is helpful for me, which are in natural acceptance to myself. Otherwise, whenever I am not aware, whenever something is governing, when I'm not working towards my right understanding, I am in opposition and disharmony and in struggle and trying to prove that I am special. That is what is happening in my living now. So if you are trying to explore for this understanding part, being aware, this is what is helping me. I'm able to see clearly in this 13th morning batch that I had put my efforts to understand my own self. But if I'm moving further to the seventh step, to ensuring the feeling that you have at this moment is in line with the relationship, that's what is there happening for myself, and I am trying to work for that understanding of knowing the reality itself, that I am the consciousness, the other is also consciousness. I have to look that how I can be complementary to the other, and that is possible only when I am in harmony. This is clearly been seen with this exercise number 1. Now coming to exercise number 2, that observing the body by the self. I am in space, the body is in space. This is still a bigger challenge that I would say, because the sensories are always governing me to flow for how the sensations are coming from the body uh, through touch, smell, that feel from the tongue, what I see from the outside, from the eyes. So these are there. But if at all, if I am not aware that these are all the sensations, uh, if I would normally give that meaning that is not helping me most of the time. Otherwise, if I'm aware of these sensations that are coming to me, then this will help. That is what is being seen in this exercise number 2 in the first step, that I need to know that I am in space, and then the body is also in space. So this is what this knowing, rather than knowing, I have to see. This is what is there as a reality. And transact information, that is also clear for me, that everything that are coming to me is only in the form of information, uh, not that there is any physical connectivity. So this, what meaning I'm trying to give, like if I am there feeling a hunger, or if I'm hungry, then I am able to see that I need to provide food to the body. But I decide at what time I should provide the food. Is that something more important other than having the food? I work for that. And then if at all, if I am saying this is what is the priority right now, and it is the time I will be trying to provide the food to the body. So this is how I work towards the sensations that I get from the body. And I try to give that meaning with which I am able to work on that. I am one who decides and gives the instruction. That is also very clearly being seen in my living now. And I read only those sensations. I am not in the sensation. I am not a part of the body. That is also seen in these days in the 13th batch. And I am at a distance from the self and the body. It is clear. Only then I can take a decision, because when I am saying that I will take a decision when to provide the food, it is possible only when I am at a distance, not within the body. So, or as a part of the body. So this is clear for me, that how I keep on giving meanings to the sensation, and this meaning to my sensations is might be due to what I have in myself as a sanskar that is there in most of the time, that I had lived for 55 years plus without these proposals of this content, of that I am of a coexistence, I am of two realities, the body and the consciousness. Then I have so many sanskars which I thought that is how is helping me in the living, and those sanskars are going to depict or govern my living right now. Like money is everything, might be power. The position is helping to give to receive the respect from the others. These are some of the sanskars which are deep rooted in me. But anything with respect to economics, I take that because my spouse always tells us, okay, something with respect to money was so stringent. Might be that is there with me because I feel that might be economy, if at all, if I had lost my economics in my living, I could be in trouble. That might be my deep sanskar. But now looking into this reality and looking at the harmony outside and looking at the harmony within and how I can participate, this is, I'm trying to work on those sanskars which are deep rooted. Definitely, it will take time for me. I'm able to see very clearly. And working on those sanskars which are deep rooted of thinking that if at all if someone is there on a phone and he's shouting for something that has not happened in the way he expected, then I start reacting, even though I am having this clarity that I had received an information and I am able to see that the other is disturbed. I should not get disturbed with this. This is an information, but still I am able to see that I am giving meaning that something may happen wrong to me and I'm worried of the situation. This is all becoming clearer and clearer how I am trying to give those meanings to the sensations that I'm receiving. So this is there is a journey for me to work further. Uh, if you see that happiness is innateness to move further or innate nature or natural characteristics, what is the program to ensure this? The program right now, if I'm able to see clearly that the program is only to be aware. The moments of awareness is increasing, then I am done with my imagination, my understanding, and I'm working on the feelings part. So this is there with more clarity now. How much of the program is keeping in focus with the self and how much is the program is keeping in the focus of the body? As I am aware that both the realities are my own and I have to work for both the fulfillment. I am right now, most of the time when I'm saying self, it is continuous for me. So 70-30 could be my proportion, but might be it is still happening in the way of 50-50 or something which are absurd numbers, what I'm trying to say right now. But definitely the path is there. I have that clarity that how I need to work and where I have to work and what are those weaknesses in me. This is all helping me in the living part. Coming to the commitments, how much time that I'm devoting for the right understanding. Most of the time I am trying to be there, but I do slip because the happenings are outside. I am not aware, and that whenever I'm slipping from that pure observer state, as I need to evolve from thoughts to the feelings, and from feelings to the sanskar, and sanskars to the pure observer, where I have that clarity that that the existence is there as a coexistence, and I am coexisting with every units around me. Then I think I am done. Otherwise, still it is a journey for me to have this right understanding in myself. Uh, at least 2 hours is what is there required, but I am able to see that most of the time when I'm observing, I am always there connected to understand how my living is there happening. So this is all about my own exploration. Thanks for giving me time, and thanks for it's not just thanks, my entire gratitude to the UHU family. It is there behind me, but every questions, every discussion is happening around is always helping me, and helping me only when I am connected, because when I am driven somewhere with my imagination, even though I am there listening, I may not be able to hold with the right understanding with the content that has been discussed. So this clarity is helping me in the living part. I am there right now with the family, with Shreya Priya also joining in the exploration, because I always try to give these proposals, whatever I hear from my mentors and the entire family, and try to discuss them how this, where we have slipped in the living part and where we can complement each other. So this is all happening now. So this is all there. I know there will be 1 minute or 1 or 2 minutes by each of my daughters. What are they able to exploration, if that is permitted by Sunil.
GPay, I was about to ask that.
Yeah, I
Please,
told
please.
that because when you were there yesterday, no, I told both of them that okay, Sunil bhai is going to call you. So that is the reason why I told that they should be ready. They'll be giving 1 or 2 minutes exploration of their work. But
Yeah, that's nice.
thank you.
Namaste, everyone. This is Rai Patil.
Namaste.
Namaste, Sanugaya. Currently I'm doing my master's in computer science and engineering at PD College of Engineering, Kalburgi. So there's just a very brief and a general thing which I could prepare. So my journey with the content of UHV began with the help of my father. Like from the day he got connected with the content and he started clarity on the proposals. He made sure to mention them in our regular conversations and every now and then. So through which we developed the interest to know more about those proposals, but not so seriously. Then I started hearing to the morning sessions in a very bits and pieces manner, as he used to make sure that the phone is on speaker. So somehow we were able to listen to those things. But initially it was like we were only able to connect to the queries or the concerns what everyone shared, but we never understood the solutions provided, or we could were not able to connect. But still I was we used to ask questions to him like how is that and all those things. So it was then when I got connected, and then I started joining the online workshops, 5-day workshops. So the proposal provided me a room for self-exploration and self-validation. They made me realize the importance of the purpose and check on myself, like how and why certain things am I doing. I was able to question my own purposes. I'm able to see it clearly that previously my happiness was driven by someone else and some of the other things like the external factors. Either I was being dependent on somebody to make me happy, or something which can make me happy. But the phrase that I heard during the workshops, like the postponement of happiness, which really hit me hard and brought my major attention. So I understood that I can be in the state of happiness at every single moment if I stop being dependent on others or the external things. So even now, there are certain moments where I get drifted or slip into the state of disharmony, but I'm able to see clearly that I'm able to bring myself back to the state of happiness. So this understanding also helped me to clearly see how being in a state of harmony is naturally acceptable to me, to everyone as well. And also at every moment, like I'm able to see that I have a choice of feeling to be made, like whether I want to be happy or I want to be in a state of disharmony. And it is very natural that we'll tend towards the state of happiness. So I need not be disturbed. So there is no necessary for me to choose the state of disharmony, is what I was able to see. Then the other improvement which I could see is about the expectations. When people used to ask me about my expectations on any sort of things, and I used to say that the expectations were like I have no expectations, or I don't want to keep such expectations because of the preconditioning which I had very much strongly, that expectations would always end up hurting me. But I'm able to see that even though if I keep my expectations, I need not drift when they're not fulfilled. So at this point of time, like expectations, they also provided me a clear vision to differentiate the needs of the self and body. With this proposal, I'm able to like uh, sort my feelings, break them down, and come to a clear conclusion that whether it is a want or whether it is simply like a need or a want. So these were some of the major highlights which helped me in my growth. And whenever I get stuck somewhere in all this process, we as a family are always there to help each other. And yes, we take time, we put the situations that we are going through each and every day, through which we are able to come to a conclusion, and we are helping each other in the self-exploration. So this was all from my side. Now I will ask Priya to give her exploration journey. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. This is Priya Amaresh Patil. I have completed my 12th grade this year. I was introduced to universal human values by my dad, and I have also attended some student induction programs. In the very beginning of my journey, when dad shared me about the content, it was felt like, okay, this is too common for everybody. Everybody knows such thoughts, and everybody is aware about such values of being in harmony, in continuous happiness. But soon I realized that knowing this content and living this content is a very big difference. And then it come to my knowledge that I have to keep rethinking on my thoughts and explore my feelings to continue my happiness and to be in harmony. So now when I have been very much introduced to this content, I can distinguish or find the difference between myself and body, because now I can see how the differences in the requirements of these two entities are. I recently had this conversation with dad when I asked him how should I not get hurt when I don't find the same efforts returned to me in any relationship, when the expectations are not met with anybody in the relationship. He just answered me saying that when you see that other is also like me, and settles the position when you uh, give the time to the other persons in the relationship, and don't rush in a relationship with the same efforts, giving seeking it back into mine. It All those things, when I discuss with my dad about the incidents happening in my life, and dad explains it to me with easily, but it just takes time for me to get that feelings in continuation with the time I'm living the incident. It takes time for me to get that thoughts and settle myself. But it's still in my progress that I at least rethink after some position with my dad, so that I can understand how I can be a bit earlier to think and settle myself. At the conclusion, I would just say that these family discussions which I have with every day almost helps me a lot to uh, uh, think myself and explore myself, my feelings. This was all I wanted to share, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Namaste.
Thank you, Amaresh Priya, Shreya, and Priya for this enriching sharing in the morning session. So this is truly a model for others also, that the proliferation of values is happening in the family, as well as the participation is extended to the society by Amaresh Priya. Very nice. Thank you so much. So looking at the time constraint, I request Shamla Didi to give her comments regarding the family sharing. Didi, over to you.
Namaste, Amaresh ji and
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
the
Didi.
daughters.
Yeah.
Very, very nice to
Yeah.
hear all of you. And I
Yeah.
think time was little short. It got a little rushed for you.
Yeah,
Next
no
time,
problem.
I would suggest that you take the whole slot
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have your sharing with the family.
No,
Because
no.
I can see even your daughters are exploring very well. And
Yeah.
I really, that's kudos to you that you are able to bring them into this, having this vision and being able to explore so well.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes for your behavior at home and how you have been able to inspire them. So I think I won't take much time, but uh, lots of congratulations to you and to both the girls. I think you all are doing a wonderful job. Next time, we would like the whole family to share
Yeah.
in the 1 hour slot so
Yeah.
that there is sufficient time for everybody.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
the very best to you. All
Thank
of
you. Thank you. Namaste. Yeah.
you.